Hello, welcome to The World Today on CGTN. Live from Beijing, I'm Pan Deng. Chinese authorities are briefing the media on the Xinjiang Uygur Autonomous Region's development plan. They're discussing its practices in advancing Chinese modernization with breakthroughs in high-quality development. Now let's cross live to the press conference in Beijing.
Ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Welcome to the press conference of the State Council Information Office. Today, we are holding another press conference of promoting high-quality development of China's provinces. We have invited the governor of the government of Xinjiang Uygur Autonomous Region, Mr. Erkin Tuniyaz, to brief you the high-quality development of Xinjiang's development and relevant practices in this regard, and take your questions. Also with us today are Executive Vice Governor of the Government of Xinjiang, Mr. Chen Weijun, Vice Governor Ms. Song Hunmei, Secretary of the Reform and Development Commission of Xinjiang, Mr. Wang Huiran. Now some opening remarks from Governor Erkin Tuniyaz. Ladies and gentlemen, friends from the media, it is my great pleasure to meet you all. First of all, on behalf of the Party Committee and People's Government of Xinjiang Uygur Autonomous Region, as well as people of all ethnic groups in Xinjiang, I would like to extend a warm welcome and heartfelt thanks to friends who have long cared about, supported, and helped Xinjiang. The CBC Central Committee, with Comrade Xi Jinping at its core, have attached great importance to Xinjiang and have a special feeling and emotions towards Xinjiang people. General Secretary Xi Jinping has said with deep emotion that I have long cared about the development of Xinjiang. In 2022 and 2023, he inspected Xinjiang Uygur Autonomous Region for 2 consecutive years, during which he made important remarks and important instructions, charting the way forward for Xinjiang's development. Over the past 2 years, the central government has made a total of 1.05 trillion RMB yuan in transfer payments to Xinjiang, and 19 designated provinces and cities have allocated more than 39 billion yuan from their budgets to assist Xinjiang, and a total of 25.98 million people of all ethnic groups in Xinjiang deeply feel the special care of the General Secretary Xi Jinping and this party Central Committee, and also the profound friendship of the people across China. We have always kept in mind the instructions and forged ahead with gratitude. We firmly grasp the strategic positioning of Xinjiang in the overall layout of China. We fully and faithfully implement the party's policy in governing Xinjiang in a new era, coordinate development with security, openness, and stability. In particular, we promote high-quality development to promote people's livelihoods. Last year, the growth rate of Xinjiang's GDP, investment, consumption, import and export, people's income, and physical revenue ranked among the top 5 across the country, which made Xinjiang's economic and social development in recent years. First, we expand high-level opening up to other parts of the country and the rest of the world, and build a golden passage linking Asia and Europe and a gateway to opening to the West. We adhere to the principle of inviting and going out and strengthen practical cooperation and high-level mutual visits with Belt and Road cooperation, in particular, 5 countries in Central Asia. We've deepened exchanges and cooperation with designated provinces and cities and neighboring provinces and regions. We fully launched the operation of the China-Xinjiang Free Trade Pilot Zone, making historic breakthroughs in opening up. Over the past 2 years, foreign trade have increased by 57% in import and 45.9% in exports. Over 60% of China's outbound freight trains exit the country from Xinjiang, and the Tianshan train in Xinjiang has been operating on a regular basis, and Xinjiang is opening itself wider to other parts of the country and the world. Second, build a modern industrial system and create a strategic underpinning for a new development paradigm. Based on Xinjiang's resource endowment and industrial foundation, we accelerate the construction of 8 industrial clusters, including oil and gas, coal, power generation, and coal chemical, grain mining, and strategic emerging industries. The integrated development of primary, secondary, and tertiary industries have been further improved. Guided by major projects, we promoted the implementation of 11 projects of 100 billion yuan and another 11 major projects of 10 billion RMB yuan in southern part of Xinjiang. Last year, the output of industrial silicon and polysilicon increased by 27.3% and 26.8% respectively. The number of tourist arrivals hit a record high, and tourism revenue increased by 2.27 times. We accelerate the building of a number of high-level innovation platforms, such as the Xinjiang base of Huairou Laboratory and the PV materials and battery laboratory to empower industrial transformation and upgrading. We actively undertake the industrial transfer from the central and eastern parts of China and constantly explore effective ways to serve and integrate into the new development paradigm. Third, deepen the construction of 3 bases and 1 channel, and build a national energy and resource strategic supporting base. Based on the needs of the country and the capability of Xinjiang, we continue to promote the construction of large-scale national oil and gas production, processing and reserve bases, large-scale coal, electricity and chemical bases, large-scale wind power bases, and national energy resources overland pathway to make Xinjiang's contribution to ensuring the security of energy and key mineral resources. In 2023, the oil and gas production equivalent reached 66.06 million tons, ranking the first in the country for 3 consecutive years. The newly increased raw coal production reached 46 million tons, and the increment ranked the 2nd place across China. Wind power, photovoltaic, and other new energy installed capacity has exceeded 70 million kilowatts, accounting for nearly 50% of the total installed capacity. And a total of 120 million tons of Xinjiang's coal are transported to other parts of China, and also a total of 126.3 billion kilowatts of electricity was exported to other parts of the country, bringing light and warmth to tens of thousands of households. Fourth, accelerate the building of a strong base of agriculture and build an important national supply base for high-quality agricultural and animal products. We focus on ensuring the supply of the grain and important agricultural produce to unleash the potential of modern agriculture. In 2023, grain output increased by more than 3 billion kilograms, an increase of 34.4% of the national total. And Xinjiang has transformed from the model of self-sufficiency and equilibrium with fuel supplies to a model of supply in the region and transporting to other parts of the country. The total production of cotton is 5.112 million tons, accounting for 91% of the country, and the mechanical harvest rate is 89%. And major quality indicators are among the best level in the past 5 years. And the output of aquatic products was 183,900 tons, ranking the first in the 5 provinces and regions in northwest China. And Xinjiang seafood, such as salmon, has become a new favorite of the Chinese people. Fifth, safeguard ethnic unity and national reunification and build a strategic shield for national geosecurity. We continue to advance law-based governance, enhance ethnic unity, promote cultural advancement, improve people's livelihoods, and ensure long-term stability and development in the region. The overall social situation remains stable, and the sense of the Chinese nation as a community has been consolidated and reinforced. And the Sinicization of Islam has been promoted, and we've seen more and more extensive exchanges and integration among people of different ethnic groups. Over 75% of the physical expenditure is used to protect and improve people's livelihoods, so that the dividends of development can be delivered to improve people's livelihoods. During the first quarter of this year, Xinjiang's GDP increased by 5.6% year-on-year. The added value of industries above designated size increased by 8%. And fixed asset investment increased by 12.8% year-on-year, and general public budget revenue increased by 10.7%. Foreign trade increased by 42.7%, and major indicators are higher than expected, and the economy got a good start. Going forward, we will continue to implement the important remarks and instructions made by General Secretary Xi Jinping, fully and faithfully implement the party's policy in governing Xinjiang in a new era, to promote social unity and high-quality economic and social development, to improve people's livelihoods, and make new and greater contributions to building a strong country and the great rejuvenation of the Chinese nation. The popular TV drama My Altai is quite popular across the whole society. We sincerely invite all of you to come to Xinjiang to enjoy the charms of the autonomous region, the hospitality of people of different ethnic groups. I will stop here. Thank you. Now the floor is open, and please identify your media affiliation before asking the question. China's Central Television. China has unique strengths in agricultural produce and animal products like grain, cotton, fruits. And my question is, what Xinjiang has done and what Xinjiang will do in promoting modern agriculture?
Thank you for your question. I will take this question. As a popular song in Xinjiang puts it, in Xinjiang there are beautiful pastures, and the deserts have become good farmlands, and the grapes, melons, and fruits are sweet. This is the unique strength that you have referred to in growing the agricultural industry. Xinjiang has built on its advantages in solar, temperature, water, and soil, and take an efficient use of water resources. Last year, the green planting area of Xinjiang reached 42.37 million mu, up by 5.863 million mu, accounting for 60% of the global growth. The grain output reached 42.38 billion jin, up by 6.11 billion jin, accounting for 30% of the global growth. The per unit yield reached 1,000 jin. Both the green planting area and the output growth ranked the first in the country for 2 consecutive years, and the per unit yield ranked the second in the country. As a national base for high-quality cotton, the total yield and per unit yield of cotton in Xinjiang ranked first for 30 years running. This has not only ensured the food security of the people in Xinjiang, but also make a positive contribution to ensuring the national food security and the supply of important agricultural products. Standing at a new starting point, we will focus our efforts on building a strong autonomous region in agriculture and make efforts to build a national base for the high-quality agricultural and husbandry products to ensure the solid progress in rural revitalization. First, we will improve the supply capability of grain and important agri-products. We'll make good use of the sound, natural and climate conditions of Xinjiang and the rich arable land resources, tap the potential of water resources. This year, we will strive to ensure the total output of cotton reach more than 5 million tons, and the grain output will grow by 2 billion jin to build Xinjiang into Western greenery and provide more Xinjiang grains to the Chinese bowl. Second, we will prioritize the agricultural industrial clusters, including grain and oil, cotton, textile clothing, green and organic fruits and vegetables, and high-quality husbandry products. We will give support to leading industries, improve the links, build more business forms, and build stronger brands to build the modern agricultural industrial system. You may have heard a song that talking about the grapes in Turpan, the melons in Hami, and the pears in Kola. As Xinjiang has rich resources in melons and fruits, we will ensure the golden brands and bring more fruits, including the pomegranates from Kashgar, apples from Aksu and dates from Colton to the national households. Besides, people enjoy the lamb skewers from Xinjiang very much. The reason is that the animals in Xinjiang, they drink the water from the Tianshan mountain and the grass from the nature. Therefore, the meats are of high quality. We will build on the strength of the brands and expand the marketing channels to bring more high-quality husbandry products to the people. Third, we will strengthen the arable land's water resources and technologies to ensure solid progress in high-standard arable land building and the efficient water-saving irrigation. We will improve the revitalization of seas and make more efforts for high-yielding plants and pest control. We will ensure accelerated speed in high-quality agricultural development and ensure that the farmers can enjoy steady and high income and that they can enjoy the dividends of rural revitalization. Thank you.
中间第一排右边这位记者。
谢谢香港中评社记的提问。那么新疆是个好地方，享誉全国。
China News Review. Recent, a popular TV drama, My Altai, is on air. And my question is, what measures has Xinjiang taken in promoting high-quality development of tourism?
I will invite Vice Governor Ms. Sun Hongmei to take this question. Thank you for your question. As Governor Erkin talked about, he also mentioned the TV drama My Altai. I think the reason why it is quite popular is it attracts people in terms of the picturesque scenery and the integration and exchanges between people of different ethnic groups. Altai is the epitome of Xinjiang. It is home to many world-class scenic spots. It has snow mountains, forests, sands, deserts, and it is where the four ancient civilizations converge. The Gaochang ruin, the Jiaohe ancient city, the Kezil grottos are quite popular across the world, and here you can find different cultures of different ethnic groups, like Aitas, Maxirab, and Jungar of different ethnic groups. And we will implement the important instructions delivered by General Secretary Xi on tourism, and we will make new grounds, break new grounds to promote high-quality development of Xinjiang so that it will improve its quality and strength in tourism, so that tourism will become a pillar industry to improve people's livelihoods. First, we will promote the integration between culture and tourism. We will reinforce the sense of Chinese community as a nation. And we will make full use of the resources like historical and cultural traditions and build some distinctive featured spots, scenic meets, and we will build a large of archaeological parks and scenic spots, among other world-class scenic spots and tourist resorts. We will integrate better the resource of tourism and the development of tourism. And we will build a high-quality cluster of scenic spots to promote the upgrading of those scenic spots, to give full play to the driving role of those world-class tourist resorts. We will improve the quality and scenery of major highways like Duku Highway, S101, and G219 highways. And third, we will cultivate and improve business formats of tourism, and based on the resources of Mountain Altai and other resorts, and we will build Xinjiang into a good destination for winter sports. We will also develop research, sightseeing in deserts and for rehabilitation purposes, and develop some folk customs and integrate those into tourism. And fourth, we will improve the quality of tourism services like catering, hotel, transportation, among others, and build smart tourism. And to make inbound tourism more convenient, we will improve monitoring and oversight over tourism and build a brand of Xinjiang's tourism. Xinjiang is now the best season in tourism, and welcome to Xinjiang for sightseeing and traveling. Next question.
谢谢发言人。21世纪经济报道记者提问。我们知道新疆传统产业
We know that Xinjiang has a heavy proportion of traditional industry and has the challenging of upgrading and transformation. How will Xinjiang do to build a modernized industrial system? Thank you for your question. I will take this question. Xinjiang Autonomous Region has a vast land and rich resources. We have mineral resources like copper, iron, and gold, and as well as oil and gas and coal. Making good use of those resource endowment is a key to build a modernized industrial system and achieve high-quality development in Xinjiang. We are now moving faster to build a new type of power system, increase the storage and production of oil and gas, clean and efficient use of coal, and the exploration and development of mineral resources. This is how we endeavor to build a strategic guarantee base for energies and resources to provide an important underpinning of energy and resource to promote Chinese modernization. Going forward, we will focus on the following aspects. First, consolidate and improve competitive industries. Make good use of coal and oil and gas resources. For 3 consecutive years, the oil and production equivalent of Xinjiang have remained the top across country. And in oil field in Tarim Basin, we have digged a 10,000-meter deep vertical well. And the petroleum production from direct liquefaction accounts for 45% across the country. And in Hami, we developed a petroleum production program from direct liquefaction. And now we are moving faster to improve the storage and production of oil and gas, to unleash the high-quality industrial capacity of coal and prolong the industrial chain of this industry, so that every piece of coal, every drop of oil, and every square meter of gas can play effectiveness. And second, develop emerging industries and open up new tracks in clean energy. The total amount of wind power and solar power of Xinjiang ranked among the top across China. In recent years, we have laid out an industrial chain of wind and solar power. In 2023, the solar power and wind power generation accounted for 4.6% and 7.3% respectively. And the scale of new energy in Xinjiang ranked the 2nd place across China. and the once Gobi area became today's valuable land for the development of a new energy. We will move faster to develop those bases for wind and solar power and PV energy. We will continue to promote the large-scale and intensive development of silicon-based and aluminum-based and other new materials. We will also vigorously develop a new type of power system. Third, we will transform and upgrade traditional industries and unleash new impetus for green and low-carbon development. In recent years, Xinjiang has promoted the upgrading and transformation of industries. Last year, we convened a conference on green development of industries and released 100 major low-carbon technologies in industry. And we've seen more and more low-carbon and zero-carbon factories have emerged. And this is a general trend of the continuous development of the green production of manufacturing sector. And the whole industries have become more environmentally friendly. So we are now more and more getting rid of the heavy proportion of traditional industries. Now we are accelerating the transformation, the digital and smart transformation, to help businesses bring in new technologies and new models, promote the transformation and upgrading of equipment and technologies to make manufacturing sector more advanced, greener, and smarter. In addition, the country has designated 120 areas to explore mineral resources, ranking the top across China. We will do it utmost in terms of exploration, development, and use of important mineral resources to find more mineral resources and to transform those resources into benefits and interests to make Xinjiang's contribution to ensuring energy and resource security and important industries. Next question, please.
I am from Correo Orinoco, Venezuela, and I hear my questions. How does the Xinjiang promote young employment, and what is the employment level of young people in Xinjiang in 2023, and the expected employment in the future? And what fields do they prefer to work in? Thank you.
好，请翻译一下问题。
我是来自委内瑞拉奥里诺科邮报的记者。我的问题是，请问新疆自治区如何推动青年就业？2023年，新疆年轻人就业水平及未来预测就业情况如何？他们更希望在哪些领域就业？谢谢。
这个问题，请自治区常务副主席陈伟俊同志来回答。
I will invite Executive Vice Governor Chen Weijun to take this question. Thank you for your question. Young people are full of vigor and innovative spirit. They are the foundation and hope for Xinjiang's future development. In recent years, we have prioritized the employment of young people and, in particular, university graduates. We make every effort to provide support to their employment and entrepreneurship. In 2023, the 90% of the graduates have their graduation destination. In 2024, we've seen an even bigger scale of young people, in particular, college graduates. This has brought pressure in promoting employment, but Fundamentally speaking, this represents a solid foundation of human resources in promoting high-quality development. So it is a good thing. We will unveil targeted policy measures, conduct a series of service campaigns to support them to work in different sectors. First, we will expand the channels. We will expand the enrollment of government departments, public institutions, state-owned enterprises, and primary-level programs. We will guide graduates to get employed in small, medium, and micro businesses and primary-level posts. And will also support self-employed entrepreneurship and flexible employment. Second, we will improve the services of employment. We will conduct online and offline service to bring public employment service into campus so that graduates can get access to more and more information and also can get trainings and guiding in terms of employment. Not long ago, we have held an enrollment venue and forum, and over 1,000 business enterprises participated, attracting a total of 360 graduates to participate. And on the online platform, a total of 3.3 million participants have joined us. Third, improve the capability. We continue to implement an internship program to improve their working experience and practice. In line with their employment needs, we organize them to participate in more and more trainings of skills. And our goal is to support them get employed based on their skills. And fourth, address their difficulties. We continue to monitor and follow those people and graduates that did not get employed and provide preferential services and support to those graduates in difficulty and provide special unemployment service to those unemployed young people so that they can better integrate into the labor market. Here I want to say Xinjiang is a big place and there is a huge potential for employment and there are also great hope for getting employed and realizing dreams. So we welcome young people from different parts of the country to come to Xinjiang and to realize their dreams. Thank you. Next question, please.
那中间第3排。
谢谢主持人。光明日报记者提问：习近平总书记强调，把筑牢中华民族共同体意识作为民族地区各项工作的主线。新疆作为民族地区，请问在这方面有什么好的决心？
minority region, what Xinjiang has done and what Xinjiang will do in this regard. Thank you for your question. I will take this question. General Secretary Xi Jinping made important instructions on reinforcing the sense of the Chinese nation as a community, pointing the way forward for our work in an ethnic region. Not long ago, we convened a plenary session of the Party Committee of Xinjiang, centering on the theme of reinforcing the sense of the Chinese nation as a community. It was pointed out that in promoting reform, development, and stability in Xinjiang, we all need to focus on the primary task of reinforcing the sense of the Chinese nation as a community. We have all along promoted high-quality development to promote people's livelihoods. We not only focus on the aggregate and speed of development, but more importantly, we focus on addressing the difficulties and urgent problems facing our people. Throughout our efforts, tremendous changes have taken place in people's lives, and they have keenly felt the support and care of the CPC Central Committee and General Secretary Xi Jinping, and the warmth of the Chinese nation. Just now, I talk about the measures to promote high-quality development. Fundamentally speaking, we hope that people of different ethnic groups can enjoy the outcomes of development, lead a better life, and continue to rally more closely to promote social development. We always promote identity recognition. We continue to conduct cultural advancement so that our fine traditional cultures can be better and more vividly integrated into the works and lives of the people of different ethnic groups. Tourists coming from other parts of the country and also other parts of the world can see that people of different ethnic groups can dance maxi rap dance or sing the Qian and Yu opera, and they fully enjoy themselves in such an atmosphere. Going forward, we will continue to tap into the historical facts, archaeological subjects, cultural relics, and tell a vivid Xinjiang story on reinforcing the sense of the Chinese nation as a community. So that people of different ethnic groups can enhance their identity recognition and better build this Chinese nation. We always focus on promoting ethnic unity. We vigorously promote exchanges and integration of different ethnic groups, and we've seen a lot of touching stories across the entire region. For example, Madame Pan Yulian, a teacher who collected the crops to support over 2,000 Uyghur children for 32 years. And those Uyghur children, many of them have entered university and realized their dreams. And they call Madame Pan Yulian mother. Another example, legendary mom, Madame Anipa Ali Mahong, who raised 19 children of 4 ethnic groups. And her story was adapted into a film. It is a very touching film. And also Uncle Abdul Jabbar Mond, who helped tourists to get rid of the muddy pot but refused payments. When he helped the tourists would like to pay himself, but he refused and displayed his party emblem, his badge. And it's a very touching story. He refused the payment and reward. And there are more and more such examples. And we will continue to foster such an atmosphere of different ethnic groups living, studying, and living together and hugging each other like palming granite seeds. Next question, please. Governor Erkin just talked about that assistance from other provinces has brought huge assistance to Xinjiang. My question is, how would Xinjiang make good use of such policy and improve its own blood transformation capability?
I invite Secretary Wang Kuiran to take your question.
提到对口援疆啊，全疆上下都有一个共识。
There is a consensus in Xinjiang that is pairing assistance is making huge impact, and people have gratitude to that. We have the gratitude to General Secretary Xi Jinping's decision for the pairing assistance, and have made good use of this, our political advantage, to tap the potential of poverty alleviation and leave no one behind. We thank the 19 partner provinces, municipalities, and central companies for their support to Xinjiang. Each year, the money they provided to Xinjiang each year amounts 17 billion yuan, and 70% of them were provided to the southern part of Xinjiang. We also thank the cadres coming to help Xinjiang, their devotion and sacrifice. We thank their pairing assistance to the local people, and they have regular and frequent exchanges with the local people. With their efforts, they have written a beautiful song of pairing assistance in Xinjiang in the new era. Going forward, we will ensure that the building a sense of community of the Chinese nation will be the guiding principle, and we will make efforts in generating wealth and building stronger material and spiritual foundation. First, we will strengthen the foundation of generating wealth. We'll work on technology, education, and talent. These are fundamental, overarching, long-term aspects. We will make efforts to improve the basic education, including education on universal characters, and renovate some schools, and expand the scope of group assistance from medical services education to other areas, and strengthen our talent exchanges to improve Xinjiang's capability to seek its own development. Second, we will make good use of the strength of generating wealth. Xinjiang has rich natural conditions, and we will align with those companies coming to assist Xinjiang to transfer our special industries to the western part of Xinjiang. We have the geographical advantage. We will work with the companies coming to assist Xinjiang for westward opening up. We will make use of our free trade zones and other ports, as well as China-Europe freight train hubs and other opening up platforms. We will build tourism as a highland and pillar for exchanges and communication to ensure that people of all ethnic groups can enjoy better jobs and improve their living standards and enhance their exchanges and understanding. Third, we will do our best to strengthen our exchanges with partner provinces and municipalities, including our cooperation on energy security. We will strengthen efforts to transport our energy, coal to outbound, and build more strategic opportunities. We will also make good use of the water resources utilization, and to build clusters of fruit, vegetables, and agricultural products, and make Xinjiang's contribution to the food security and supply of agricultural goods. Thank you. People's Daily. In recent years, Xinjiang has been carrying out multiple livelihood projects. What are the progress? And going forward, what will be the priorities in improving people's living standards? Thank you. I will take your question. Nothing is trivial when it comes to people's livelihood. Over the years, we have been focusing our efforts on education, employment, medical services, and housing, which are the major livelihood issues that are the most direct and realistic, and people care the most. We have made some accomplishments in addressing the pressing needs. On education, in recent years, we have increased our investment in education, provided 15-year free education from kindergarten to senior high school in rural and urban areas in southern Xinjiang. In Xinjiang, on average, every 102 children have a kindergarten. Every 783 primary school students have one primary school. And the net enrollment rate of senior high school reached 98.25%. Young people from across the country have settled down in Xinjiang to devote themselves to education. Today, the best buildings are in the schools, and the most beautiful sceneries are on the campuses. We will accelerate our efforts to improve and upgrade the basic education to ensure that more households, more families, and more children can enjoy high-quality education resources. On employment, we do our best to ensure employment, which is the biggest livelihood issue. Mr. Chen has given a full elaboration on education. We ensure the full coverage of support for people in difficulties, in employment difficulties, and carried out tailored strategies for each individual. In 2023, the number of newly added jobs in Xinjiang reached 482.2 thousand, and the urban jobless number of urban jobless families stands at 0 dynamically. We have upheld the principle that the rural surplus labor forces to take jobs nearby, and we fully respect their personal will and encourage them to seek jobs by going outside. We will take more policy measures to promote jobs, increase income, and bring more happiness. And we will improve our services, remove the obstacles, take multiple channels to improve employment, to ensure fuller and higher quality employment. On medical services, we will bring high quality medical resources to grassroots level and ensure we have basically established a medical service network that have the full coverage of both rural and urban areas. Today, every village has a standardized clinic, and county-level hospitals can realize telemedicine services. We have ensured that minor illnesses can be addressed in the villages, common illnesses in towns, and serious illnesses in counties. We will continue to build a healthy Xinjiang and fully upgrade medical public services, strengthen the supply of high-quality medical services, and regional layout to provide more high-quality medical services to the people. On housing, we have built 2.7 million units of rural government-subsidized houses in Xinjiang. more than 11 million farmers have moved to their new homes. This January, a 7.1 magnitude earthquake struck the Wuxi County in Aksu Prefecture, and the houses of the farmers have withstood the test of the strong earthquake. What the houses bring to the people is not only comfort, but also a sense of security. We will continue to improve the housing standards of the people and step up the building and supply of government-subsidized houses to build happy homes for people of all ethnic groups. Besides, this year, Xinjiang will continue to ensure the full livelihood programs and to ensure that we will deliver on all our commitments. All in all, the demands of the people will be our priority. We will ensure that people of all ethnic groups can fully enjoy the outcomes of development. Thank you.
好，请大家继续提问。中间第二排。我们都知道，新疆呢是连接中亚、西亚和欧洲的一个重要通道。然后这几年我们观察到新疆的对外贸易增长也是非常快速的。我想请问新疆如何利用这个新的优势，然后加大对外的高水平开放。
give full play to its advantages to build itself into a bridgehead for China's westward opening up. I will invite Mr. Chen Weijun to take your question. Thank you.
这个问题呢，刚才 Erkin 主席在介绍有关情况的时候
As the Mr. Governor introduced,
一些比较重要的内容。总的来说，
overall,
近年来
in recent years,
随着国家向西开放和"一带一路"核心区建设
China's westward opening up and the building of core area of Belt and Road Initiative continues to make progress. Xinjiang has transformed from an isolated inland area to the frontier of opening up and has become a major gateway for China's westward opening up. In 2007, Xinjiang's foreign trade surpassed 100 billion yuan, and in 2022, that surpassed 200 billion. That means it takes 15 years to grow from 100 billion to 200 billion, and then it only takes 1 year to grow from 200 billion yuan to 300 billion yuan. In 2023, Xinjiang's foreign trade reached 357.3 billion yuan, and this year, the foreign trade is expected to surpass 400 billion yuan. We have focused on our efforts on our position of building Xinjiang into a golden corridor between Asia and Europe and a bridgehead of China's westward opening up. We have integrated our regional opening up strategy to the country's overall westward opening up layout. We believe that there are 3 priorities. First, we will deepen cooperation with neighboring countries in various fields. Over the years, we have made greater efforts to invite, attract investment and go outbound. The circle of friends in economy and trade has been expanded. Since last year, the leading officials of the party and government in Xinjiang have led delegations to visit Kazakhstan, Uzbekistan, and Kyrgyzstan, Tajikistan, Turkmenistan, and other major Central Asia countries to deliver on the important consensus reached between Chinese leaders and Central Asian countries' leaders, and elevate Xinjiang's all-round practical cooperation with Central Asian countries to a new height. On new energy, healthcare, agricultural products processing, we have reached consensus cooperation agreements on multiple terms. Now, Xinjiang has established 8 subnational trade cooperation mechanisms with neighboring countries and regions, including China-Kazakhstan business people matchmaking, as well as other forums and cooperation events. We have also strengthened exchanges and cooperation with central enterprises, partner provinces, and municipalities and neighboring provinces to make joint efforts to build a Belt and Road Initiative core area. Second, we will build the westward opening up channel. The channel is a fundamental and decisive factor. So far, we have opened 118 bilateral international routes, transportation routes accounting for 1/3 of the national total. The Korgos and Alashanko two cross-border railway have seen growing transportation capability. And the third, China-Kazakhstan cross-border railway connecting Aygos and Tachang have started construction, and the Bedel port between China and Kyrgyzstan will start operation within this year. We will continue to build the port infrastructure and improve the capability of customs clearances. Third, we will make good use of the opening up platforms. This is a competitive strength of Xinjiang. Xinjiang now has 18 officially approved opening up ports approved by the State Council, and 56 national level key opening up platforms in 14 categories, as well as industrial development platforms. Xinjiang has the strategy, the policies and platforms that other provinces have. We will make good use of the Korgos International Port Cooperation Center, comprehensive bonded area, cross-border e-commerce pilot zone, and special export and import resources processing zones and other opening up platforms to build stronger trade in processing services, trade in services, and cross-border e-commerce to improve the quality of foreign trade, stabilize the scale, optimize the structure, and ensure the proportion. And Xinjiang will make its efforts for the global economic growth. I want to add a few words. This year, on June the 26th, Xinjiang will host the China-Xinjiang Eurasian Expo. We welcome friends to come to Xinjiang to attend the expo. In the interest of time, we now take one last question.
谢谢主持人。北京青年报记者提问，想接着再问一个对外开放的问题。那新疆自贸试验区是我国最年轻的自贸试验区。之前国务院颁布的总体方案中提到了有129项试点任务，想问一下，现在新疆这些试点任务的具体进展如何？下一步还有什么样的考虑？谢谢。
development and what are the considerations going forward? I invite Vice Governor Sun Hongmei to take your question. Thank you. China-Xinjiang pilot free trade zone, since its approval, we have made our efforts to formulate an action plan we have so far implemented 15 of the 129 tasks, and our goal this year is to complete more than 50% of the tasks. We will make efforts on the following aspects. First, we will build an open special industrial system. We will make efforts for the transfer of the export-oriented and labor-intensive industrial lines and expand the import of high-quality products from Central Asia and other neighboring countries and build industrial clusters of refining and clothing and new energy, new materials, and other strategic industries. Second, we will build comprehensive logistics hubs. We will build Urumqi ports, national level logistics hubs, and Korgos port national logistics hubs. And we are now building a number of programs to ensure the connection of local land and sea transportation to build modern ports and improve the capability of cross-border channels. We have seen some progress. In the first month this year, we have seen 435 China-Europe freight trains in the Urumqi International Land Port zones, up by 13.5%. And the railways starting from the Urumqi the number has reached 68.6 thousand. Third, we will improve the facilitation of foreign trade. We will build border warehouses and industrial parks. We have carried out the customs clearance model of the direct connection to the localities and improve the efficiency of customs clearance. And fourth, we will ensure better exchanges and cooperation for westward opening up to improve the trade cooperation mechanisms with Central Asia and neighboring countries. We will build a Silk Road Economic Belt Legal Affairs Zone and expand the export of cultural products and trading services. The FTZ construction of Xinjiang has just begun. We believe that as the policies are carrying out, the momentums will be further unleashed. Thank you. Thank you. That concludes today's press conference. Thank you to all the speakers and friends from the media.
There was a press conference held by China's State Council Information Office on the Xinjiang Uygur Autonomous Region's development plan, and we'll provide you with more details in our following up news programs. Stay with us.